Hello, everyone. I'm Greycloak. Thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 50 of Factorio with the Space Exploration mod, where we keep working towards Vulcanite and production science. And we're just trying to work our way through these Vulcanite things here. I think we did finish this, and then we got to this part where I realized that we are going to do a full, basically Coverix enrichment setup, where the output has to be routed back into the input and only let overflow go out. So we will have to redo this. But just a thought, do we have more accumulators ready yet? We have 25, that's not a lot, so let's not worry about that, unless we want to go and scale up that production. Because I really want to get power fixed. Whoops. I hit all the buttons. Let's go have a look up here for just a second, just to be distracted. So we have plenty of sulfuric acid, so if we brought some more... Actually, we almost ran out of iron as well. But if we just duplicate this... 5 every 10 seconds, 5 batteries every 10 seconds, we make 2 batteries every 4 seconds. That sounds like 5 batteries every 10 seconds then. Because it's 2 batteries every 4 seconds, that's 4 every 8 seconds, plus 2 every the last 2 seconds. Should be right. We're at least going to double this production. We will just bring some more. It's mainly iron, right? Because we had a bunch of copper. But we might as well bring more copper as well. Could also do some dedicated iron mining for that stuff, but I don't think I want to right now. This is of course all used. So let's get distracted by making more iron mining and smelting. If we just write that in there, won't we have almost a full build? Pretty much. Good. So we can duplicate this. Of course this requires more power, but that's just how life is. And it requires more smelters. Do we have everything to make those? No, we don't have advanced circuits. Or heat shielding. Shouldn't this basically be full soon? What are we using all these resources for? I guess that's pretty hungry. I think this is mostly done at this point. Remove that. I just want a little bit more iron, so... Are we going to reserve some for me in a chest? If there's any overflow of this, why don't we just give that to me? And then I'll take some right now. That's not a lot though. And we also want copper. I want more. I'm greedy. It's a start. Should we maybe share a little bit of this with this side? And maybe even some with the sulfur production? Okay, it's a start. Let's finish up this area first. Then we can start with the other side afterwards. Good. Back to what we were actually doing. I'm gonna tear this down again. Because we need more space for managing the inputs and outputs. This moved over here, I think. And then we can route that in afterwards. I think these have to move up a little bit. At least we're gonna give ourselves some space to work with. We of course still need 2 belts of input. It's 3 inputs. We get less of this out than we have in, but we still need the output of it back in. Same with the other stuff. Sand just needs to get out of here. So that's one thing. Would it be easier if we did filter inserters rather than filtering belts? It would probably, but that still sucks because it's 3 outputs. And we don't have filters, so never mind. If we have our valuable stuff, the red stuff, the Vulcanite here, and we end up splitting that crushed Vulcanite to the left, the other stuff to the right, or the other way around, I think, because we get more of this enriched Vulcanite out than what we need in. So that's our product here. We need to actually get any overflow out of that. Which is why we need the extra space. And before this we need to filter out the sand. Could just move this over a little bit to have more space. And maybe we should just go in here for all of this. It's just a little bit faster to work stuff in here. If we have our 2 Vulcanite inputs here. Can't do that. We need more than half a belt of this. We do have that on its own belt out here. Okay. Let's say this is crushed vulcanite. That goes in, and some of it comes back out. Some of this will come from here. But we need to input prioritize the old stuff coming from here. Give me some splitters, please. So this will say crushed vulcanite. All in all, this is less than a belt, so we can actually just handle everything on one belt and then split at the end. You go to the right. Then this will filter off enriched vulcanite. Which needs to go down here somewhere. All of this needs to move out further because we need more space, as always. Here we need a mixed belt of sulfur and enriched vulcanite. There's no reason for this to go in a circle, right? It's okay to just bag it off here. I believe so. Other than these two last machines getting most of it, I guess. In case we have a shortage or when we're trying to scale it up. But that's okay for now. This needs to be sulfur, I believe. Sulfur. Also need to get the enriched vulcanite from down here again. And that needs to go on the same side of the belt. And that needs to be prioritized over this. So we need this to come up here and merge with that. And if we want it to be prioritized, we need more space. Input priority from the right. So we're sure to keep producing all of the stuff before this. Because this is where I spent at least, no, not all of it, but most of my crushed vulcanite. Sand goes to whatever. And that's maybe all. Am I forgetting something? If we do, this is enriched, no, crushed. Not that one, dang it. Crushed vulcanite. And this is enriched vulcanite. Then these are working. Can output. Needs to be prioritized. Good. And then we need overflow of this out and either some of this or some of this out. Probably this. And it's okay to just take the overflow from that, right? Or do we need to prioritize it? It probably doesn't matter. One of the two processes will slow down and wait for the other anyway. Do we have less than half a belt here? Yes, so it's okay for all of this to be on the same belt. But maybe we should just balance it somewhat. This is the 8 machines, right? Yes. So, we need to do more splitting of this stuff. All of this can go in here. Because the output up here just goes somewhere else. At least it will. Output priority right, only overflow goes up. I think output priority left here is fine for now. And then we have these two that goes to the next setup. That's quite a mess, but I just want it to work, to be honest. So is this oriented correct? This is crushed. That goes in there on the full belt, yes. It is split up here, so we don't have to worry about running it over here. Sulfur goes in there. This goes up there. We used quite a lot of space for that, but I guess we'll just build more over here. Or the next steps over there. I want to get that one away from there. Oh, and we have blocked by stone here. We just wanted to turn that into landfill. As that's an efficient way of getting rid of the stone. Good. Were we making more of these here? No. Because we can't. Okay. The sand should be used for landfill as well, right? We do need some sand for this though. So maybe we'll overflow it into landfill production, we'll see. Landfill from sand. This is backed up and now everything else isn't coming out, but that isn't a problem either, because this is what we're trying to make here. Unless this is our supply of sand for this stuff, in which case we could end up needing more sand. But we'll see about that, I guess. Okay. Those two as output, sand as output. Everything is good. This is considered done. And then all of that just goes into one of these and one of these. So that's the output of this. We don't need any of this after this, is that correct? Because then we might as well just do it right here. And move this. We need water and petroleum in and steam out. But that's fine. Something like that. Steam, we could recondense that, right? Apparently we can get rid of water. Steam becomes water, yes. And we don't want to spend electricity boiling water to get rid of it. So we need to be able to prioritize the water from the steam over this water. Where did we do the condensing? In a chemical plant. Good. So to be able to measure if we have water here, we would need a storage tank, right? We don't have anything very small. Guess space pipe could be used. Or maybe not, I don't know. We'll just use a tank, I guess. storage tank. And we can't have it like this because then it connects down here. What if we just move this down? Does that give us an easy connection? Yes, it does. So then we can put a pump here and limit it by a circuit condition. And we had 3 circuits in here, wires. So if water is less than 1000, sure, then we are pumping water in from there. So that's disabled. We have water. And we need our output along with this sand. How much does this make? 1 every second. 1.3 every second even. Because we have a crafting speed of 4. So we have this and we need a little bit of this to go into one of these. And then we need more of this out of here, and that's what we are exporting from the planet. But I'm thinking we can just do... We need a chemical plant. We can just do direct output here. Unless we want it all on the belt. But with 2 inserters, this should get up to half of it. And it needs way less than half of it, so I think this is okay. And we need stone in from there, or sand. And then we have our liquid output of that. That needs to go somewhere. So that's basically these 2 done, right? Unless I forgot something. We handle steam. We have the inputs. We have those 2 inputs. We have the output ready. Good. Then we need to do iron stuff. Molten iron. And we also need to export that from here. This would be 5 barrels. This is better. How's it looking with accumulators? Quite a lot actually. Let's go and grab those so we get more power tomorrow. We need more iron for more. Okay. Makes sense. Ooh, full chest. That's awesome. So our mall got filled up, I guess, with stuff now. Good, all of those are done. Good. Go deliver some iron. Good. We'll leave that again for a while. So we need some iron ore into these, or we need pyroflux up here. So either bring iron ore down here or we bring pyroflux up. I think we just bring pyroflux up, to be honest. If we wanted to do more of this, like a full build of iron ore, we would get 5 of these out per second, or just about. We would need 25 of these, is that correct? And 125 of these, holy moly. That's a lot. Iron ingot. 5 of those. That's a little bit more than a belt. That's fine. Done in these. Well, we don't really need it for anything else. It's just easy to scale, so I'm considering doing that, but I don't know if we will. Everything else is not scaled for it. How big are these? It's just a 2x2. Take molten stuff in from any side. And they actually have pass-through. That's pretty nice. So you can just insert from this side and then chain these. It seems, at least. We'll see if it works. These, when you do this, have a liquid input and a molten output and some solid input. I just want to see if I can make this work with a full build of iron ore. Not that we have enough pyroflux for that or anything, but then... Okay, that one sentence right there just made me think that I shouldn't do that, so let's not. Let's move this up to where it makes sense for this to continue. Power there. So 5 of these. Oh, we need the output here. No, wait, we have the output. Never mind. And why don't we just feed this into these? I guess we don't want them going up like this. So this should work. If we got some pyroflux down here. And these just need to output then. I forgot one, so now we are offset, yay. But maybe we should just make it just about the same footprint, or a nice footprint, I guess. So do this. How did I mess that up? Oh, I guess I rotated these and messed it up. Yeah. If I mirrored it instead, it should be good. Good. And this will just give us 1 of these per second. Okay, let's bring some pyroflux. Need more underground pipe. Did we not make that here? I guess not. But as long as we have normal pipe and iron. everything is fine. You required sand, and we took out the sand, and this is now backed up. That shouldn't happen if we don't take out the sand, though. I guess this would really just go into a chest, because we are going to put it in a rocket. We risk this filling up though, and then all of our sand turning into landfill. And I don't want that. And I'm just going to fix that in the first way that I think about. Which is putting the sand into a chest. And measuring that if we are allowed to use this for landfill. I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but I don't care. This works. Or should work. I'm sure I'll realize some mistake later, but if we have sand in some amount, why not more? We're allowed to make landfill out of it. But until we have some amount, it is all put in here. Now, was this the only way we needed to make pyroflux? Oh, we had pyroflux down here somewhere as well. I put it out here. And all in all, we make 2 there, we get 0.9 here. We need to prioritize this. This is just an overflow. Oh, yeah, we just need to top up with that. And we don't want to produce too much here, because it consumes the stuff here. So this needs to go the other way. And eventually link up here. Too far. So we should probably get this pumped out of there, and then we'll store it somewhere where we can read it and limit the input from this one. So put a pump here. Oh, I guess... No, we need the wire anyway, so we do need power out here. Or a power pole to run the wire along. The pump was here. So only allow this to pump if pyroflux is less than 10,000. So it should be running for a while, but that's okay. Apparently we need faster inserters here. But we can't get rid of our good stuff because the other stuff is backed up. The other stuff should be used first though. Is it just because we didn't have it running for so long and we put in stuff manually, or is there another problem? This isolated just converts this into this stuff. So if we just supply that with some stuff, it should eventually be converted. Which means this should eventually run out, except that this side is running. We need to balance this, I guess. If we don't want that to happen. Because then we are consuming this before this, if we didn't balance it. But now it is running good. How much out here in 10 seconds? 8. Do we want faster inserters? I don't think so. Good, this is running. Power. Do we have more accumulators? Yes. 100 more. Is that good enough? I don't know. We do still have enough solar power to power everything, but I'm not sure if our accumulators are even charging enough. Do we have more solar panels? I don't think so, right? And we can't make more here. Actually, we can. Did I do that? No. Should I do that? I think so. Good. So we had some pyroflux. We are bringing that up. Are we then making iron ingots? Yes. Awesome. That also needs to go into a crate, because it will be put on a rocket. And then that's all of this done. If we just had power, we would have it running a lot more. I don't want to fill all of those up, because then it might get stuck. But I would like to get rid of this stuff. I guess we can just... put a... chest down here somewhere. How would we do that though? Yes, it's pretty simple if we just move stuff. Good. Things are starting to run again. You're making solar panels, that's good. We might even want more. As before we leave, we would like this to be somewhat steady production. I am guessing that these are also consuming a lot of power, the molten casting machines, whatever. But at least most of this other stuff has stopped now. Okay, so now we're actually charging accumulators. We have way too few accumulators still, I guess, but we still need to be able to charge them, of course. Another 100 will help. That's almost 50% more. Awesome. And I guess we could route the outputs in here and have it put into a rocket automatically. And move the landing pad over there as well. Why not? Did we not have some landfill production down here? I think we did, yes. Put some stone in there. That's way too overkill. I will still have some junk here. Landing pad. Did I not bring the rocket silo? Probably didn't. I think I already figured that out earlier, but forgot. So we can't do that stuff yet. But we could bring this up here anyway. Could even fill this in a warehouse actually, because we need a bunch for a rocket. So why don't we do that? I fear that we will still run out of pyroflux, but we really shouldn't. But we could take some of the stone from down here and pulverize if we need to. Also need to take care of some of this. There must be a way eventually to get rid of stone. But for now, this is just our best way. This we tried to figure out what to do with, but I don't remember, so we will look at that in a bit. But I'm still worried about this first. Should be good though. If I just top it up short or once a year, shouldn't it be a lot better very soon? Of course, this can't let too much out without fueling this, but it should never run dry because we also get some stuff from down here. Maybe. I think it's fine. Until it's not. We should have a storage chest for this stuff as well. That should run. And eventually this should get to 1,000, so this is allowed to run as well. I believe it is like that at least. How come we don't even get enough crushed vulcanite? Because input is too slow. Okay. We have a little bit, it's actually molten iron, or iron ingots that is low, because I made mistakes here. Good. Power. Why are these so low? Maybe I didn't leave them for long enough. I probably didn't. So they're already starting to supply some of the power now. And this is just taking all of the power, holy Christ. Okay, but that's why we're making more solar panels. Okay. So we want more power and we want more of this stuff to accumulate before we leave. And I might just let it run for a bit between episodes to get there. Do we need anything more here to run faster? Not really. No, we don't want too much of this. Yeah, I think I'll let it run a bit. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.